Hello, I'm Gemma and this is Non-Fic Books, and I have another review video for you today, and that is Jacky Fleming's The Trouble with Women, which was published last week by Vintage Books. And this is a fabulous look at the place of women throughout history, and it is entirely done with illustrations and handwriting at the top. I am normally not interested at all in cartoons, comic books, graphic novels, illustrations, illustrated editions. Basically, I don't really care about pictures. I'm not very visual. I like words, not images. So I was quite surprised that I really wanted to pick this up and had it on pre-order. But it sounded really interesting, and I am hugely fascinated by women's place in the past and modern interpretations of that and modern representations of that. And I think this is one of the most clever and funny representations of women in the past. And it's such a tiny little book. I think that if you don't have this, you should go and buy it, and you should buy it as presents for people, or basically, I just think this is fantastic and everyone should read it or look at it. Perfect for like bathroom books, and I say that with all sort of positiveness. I don't think those are bad things, but I think it's the perfect sort of thing to have and to flip through, because I read this cover to cover, but you could also read small sections of it at a go and you would not lose anything from it, because it is, each page or two is individual and links to it. But as you can see, this is a woman in the domestic sphere with a really small head, because obviously our brains are very, very little and we just can't do stuff, so you've got very little head. And these are absolutely wonderful illustrations. She looks at things like things women could do, such as samplers, which I think these are just fantastic. And then, she has fantastic genius hair, and women don't have genius hair, so we can't be geniuses. And this is an example of genius hair, which I just absolutely love. It's so funny, this book. Funny in a sort of, this is thoroughly depressing and oh my goodness sort of way, because this boiling down previous historic and sometimes actually still modern in certain places attitudes towards women into such a little simple couple of lines and an image, I think just makes it so clear, because you have to break it down to the absolute basics of what people believe or have believed, and doing that makes it even more sort of horrifying that people actually believed this sort of stuff. Things like you can't learn science or something like that because your boobs will shrivel up, and you can't ride a stride because you'll become a lesbian and have a sexual awakening. So don't know what bicycles they're riding, but that sounds great. This book is just fantastic. I don't normally laugh out loud that much with books. I cry all the time, but laughing doesn't happen all that much. My husband actually came through into the room to see what I was reading, because I was laughing that much actually out loud, and he has read this and found it absolutely hilarious. And now this is going down to the landlady at my local pub, who first sort of introduced me, read me the magazine article that this was discussed in, and so I'm going to take it down and lend it to her, because I know she will absolutely love it too. I really, really like Jacky Fleming's sort of style of, this is a woman trying to use a pen, of illustrations. I think they're absolutely great. I think this would be great for, this is the dustbin of history that women are rescuing other women through, because they have been consigned to it throughout history, which I think is fabulous. And I think this book is great for women, men, adults, and then younger people too. I think pretty much once kids are old enough to sort of understand sarcasm and wit, and that this isn't actually being honest about this is the case, but it's taking the mick out of people's beliefs, and they can read, I think this book is for them. I think it's for pretty much absolutely everyone. It was a great read, and I will be flicking through it and buying it many times for presents, and it will be sitting around in my house wherever people can access it and read it, because I think it is absolutely fabulous. I'll link Jacky Fleming's Twitter down below, because she's got plenty of sort of other cartoons that she does there. And basically, I think you should all go out and buy this book, and I can't say anything else really. Any comments or questions, leave them down below, but basically, this is a win.